Keeping up with our motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with a remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students.
A very warm welcome to the students of Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College. Standard 4, subject English text, topic lesson number 19, The Ugly Duckling. Today we are going to learn the lesson, The Ugly Duckling. Let me read the lesson and explain it to you. The ugly duckling. Mother Duck was really proud of her 6 new ducklings. They were soft, fluffy, and yellow. Such fine little ducklings. But the 7th one was very different. It was bigger and its feathers were grey and shaggy. It looked so ugly. Here in this paragraph, Mother Duck was proud of her 6 new ducklings. They were soft, fluffy, and yellow. Fluffy means covered with soft and light fur. But the 7th one was very different. It was bigger and its feathers were grey, shaggy. Shaggy means having thick, unkempt hair, and it looked ugly. Next paragraph. All the same, Mother Duck thought, it's my baby duckling. She loved it dearly. But the other 6 brothers and sisters didn't like the ugly duckling. When it waddled towards them, they turned their backs and ran away. In this paragraph, Mother Duck thought that though the 7th duckling was ugly, but it was her baby. She loved the 7th duckling equally as she loved her other ducklings. But the other 6 brothers and sisters didn't like the ugly duckling. Whenever the ugly duckling waddled towards them, waddled means walk with short steps, or went towards them, they turned their back and ran away. Now, let's read the next paragraph. The ugly ducklings would go for a swim every day to a lake nearby. The ugly duckling wanted to join the others, but they didn't want him. They always swam away from him. He was left all alone. Now, every day the 6 little ducklings would go for a swim to a lake nearby, and the ugly duckling too wanted to join them, but they didn't want him. They always swam away from him. The poor little ugly duckling was left all alone. Next paragraph. The ugly duckling swam better than the other ducklings, which did not please them at all. They teased him about his ugliness. His only friend was his mother. Other ducks told his mother, all your ducklings are smart. But this big fellow looks so different. Why is he so ugly? His mother only said, he is mine and I love him too. Now, the ugly duckling swam better than the other ducklings. The other 6 ducklings did not like this, so they teased him about his ugliness. The only friend of this ugly duckling was his mother. Other ducks told his mother, all the other ducklings are smart. Why is this 7th duckling looking so different? They asked, why is he so ugly? The mother duck politely said, he is mine and I love him too. Let's read the next paragraph. At last, feeling very lonely and sad, the ugly little duckling decided to leave the lake. He made his way to the river's edge and swam away with the river. In this paragraph, feeling lonely and sad, the ugly little duckling decided to leave the lake and go away elsewhere. So he moved to the river's edge and swam far away with the river. Next paragraph. Wherever the poor duckling tried to seek shelter, he found that he was always ridiculed by others. Smaller birds, animals, even human beings poked fun at him. He became lonelier and more miserable. Now, wherever the poor duckling tried to find a place to stay, he found that he was always ridiculed by others. Ridiculed means passing unkind comments. Small birds, animals, even human beings poked fun at him. Poked means made fun of him. So, poor duckling felt lonelier and more miserable. Miserable means he felt extremely sad. Let's read the next paragraph. By and by, he grew bigger and stronger. But whenever he looked at his own reflection, he thought, I look so ugly. He was afraid to look at his own reflection. He hid himself if he saw anyone coming. As the time passed, the ugly duckling grew bigger and stronger. Whenever he saw his own reflection, reflection means his own image in the water, he thought that he looked so ugly. He was scared to look at his own reflection. When he saw someone coming, he would hide himself. Let's read the next paragraph. One day, when he was hiding among the reeds, he saw a flock of graceful white swans swim past. They were the most beautiful birds he had ever seen. How wonderful to be like them, he said to himself. One day, when he was hiding among the reeds, reeds means tall grass that grows near the edge of water, he saw a flock of graceful white swans swim past. Graceful means beautiful and smooth in movement and shape. They were the most beautiful birds he had ever seen. Seeing those beautiful birds, a thought came to his mind, and he said to himself, it would be so wonderful to be like them. Next paragraph. Then came winter with cold winds and snow. Without any shelter, the poor duckling was frozen in the snow. A kind man saw him. He broke the snow and saved the duckling. Now it was winter season. The cold winds were blowing. There was snowfall everywhere, and this poor little duckling did not have any place to stay and protect himself from this type of weather. Poor duckling was frozen in the snow. Frozen means fully covered with snow. At that time, a kind man saw the duckling and broke the snow and saved the duckling. Let's read the next paragraph. Soon it was spring. The duckling had now gained a lot of strength. Again, he found his way to the river's edge and swam further away. Now it was spring season. This is a season which comes between winter and summer season. Flowers bloom, plants grow, and we can see new leaves appearing on trees in this season. It is also a breeding season for animals. The ugly duckling had now gained a lot of strength, and again he found his way to the river's edge and swam further away. Let's read the next paragraph. One fine morning, when he flapped his wings against his sides, he rose high into the air. He flew on and on till he found himself in a beautiful, fragrant garden. From a thicket close by came three beautiful white swans, rustling their feathers and gliding lightly over the smooth water. One fine morning, when the duckling flapped its wings against his sides, flapped means moved its wings up and down very quickly. It rose high into the air, means it started flying. He flew on and on, means to continue flying, till he found a beautiful garden full of flowers having pleasant smell. From a thicket, thicket means a place where many trees and bushes grow in one place. Close by came three beautiful white swans rustling their feathers. Rustling means making a light, soft sound of their feathers and gliding lightly over the smooth water. Gliding means moving smoothly and quietly over the smooth water. Next paragraph. The duckling remembered the lovely birds. He was afraid to meet them, but he felt a strange longing to be with them. He made up his mind to approach them, no matter how badly they treated him later on. The duckling remembered the beautiful birds. He was scared to meet them, but he felt a strange longing to be with them. Strange longing means an unusual feeling of need or desire to be with them. He made up his mind. He decided to approach them. Approach them means to go near them. The duckling knew that he will be ill treated by them. But he thought and decided, no matter how badly they treat him, still I will go and meet them. Let's read the next paragraph. He swam towards the beautiful birds and bowed his head down to the surface of water. And what did he see in the clear stream below? His own image. No longer a dark, grey, ugly bird, but a graceful and beautiful swan. The other swans swam round the newcomer and welcomed him. So, taking a firm decision, the duckling swam towards them and bowed his head down to the surface of water. He was amazed to see his own image in the clear stream. He was no longer a dark, grey, ugly bird, but a graceful and beautiful swan. The other swans swam round the newcomer and welcomed him. Next paragraph. The bird that lived a miserable life as an ugly duckling was a swan after all. He curved his slender neck and cried joyfully from the depth of his heart. I never dreamed of such happiness as this while I was an ugly duckling. The bird that had lived a miserable life as an ugly duckling was a swan after all. He was overjoyed to find true happiness. He curved his slender neck. Slender means thin and attractive, and cried joyfully from the depth of his heart, and was too happy that he was no more an ugly duckling. He said to himself that he never dreamt of such happiness while he was an ugly duckling. The story teaches us that never make fun of anyone. Appearances can be deceptive. We will be meeting soon in the next video, so keep learning something new every day. Thank you.